that little voice inside. We all know it, right? It just pops up, often uninvited, so critical. Maybe you wake with dread, or you replay a conversation over and over. Ouch! It can make you anxious or really self-critical. It's a tough roommate. Sometimes it whispers mean things. You're not smart enough. You'll definitely mess this up. They probably don't even like you. These thoughts can feel so real, so powerful, can't they? They stir up anxiety. They make us doubt ourselves before a big meeting or even with loved ones. This isn't just you, folks. This is a human thing. Our minds can be wild places full of chatter, noise, sometimes helpful, often not. It's like having a critic living rent-free in our heads. It's exhausting, truly. But you are not alone in this. We all navigate this. So what if these thoughts, these automatic nagging voices, aren't the absolute truth? What if they're just habits, old tapes playing on repeat? Can we pause them? Question them? Could we choose a different story? Let's explore this together because I believe we can. There's courage in that. Let's talk about our brains, these amazing complex organs. What's their number one job? It's not always telling us truth. It's keeping us alive, safe. Think about our ancestors. They needed to spot danger, fast. That rustle in the bushes? Better assume it's a threat. Survival depended on it. So, our brains are wired for a negativity bias. They scan for what's wrong, what could hurt us. It's an ancient alarm system, super sensitive, by design. That saber-toothed tiger is gone, but the alarm still rings. For a sharp email or a critique, it feels just as urgent. This means our brain isn't always aiming for accuracy or for our constant happiness. It's trying to protect us. Sometimes it overdoes it. It tells us scary stories. What if this awful thing happens? Not because it's likely true, but to make us cautious, just in case. Understanding this is huge. It's not a personal failing. It's not a flaw in you. It's just how we're built. Our brains are survival machines, not perfect truth tellers. Knowing this is the first step to working with our minds, not just being run by them. That's where freedom starts. Sometimes our thinking, it gets a little tangled up like a knotted shoelace. These are unhelpful thought patterns. Psychologists call them cognitive distortions. They're like mental shortcuts that often lead us astray. Common habits of mind that don't serve us well, but we can learn to see them. One common trap is this, all or nothing thinking, so stark. It's either perfect or a disaster. If I'm not the best, I'm a failure. No room for gray, no space for learning or growing. This kind of thinking, it puts so much pressure on us. It really limits our view and steals our joy. Then there's fortune telling, predicting the absolute worst. I just know this will go badly, even with no real evidence. And its cousin, mind reading. She definitely thinks I'm an idiot. We assume we know, right, what others are thinking, usually negative. These create so much worry, often for no good reason. And let's not forget catastrophizing, taking a small concern and blowing it way up into a massive catastrophe. A tiny mistake becomes proof of our utter inadequacy. These mental traps are sneaky. They can erode our confidence and our happiness day by day, but spotting them is powerful. Here's something really important. Events happen, life unfolds, but the stories we tell ourselves about those events, that's where the magic is, or sometimes the misery. Our thoughts give events meaning. They paint the picture. They write the narrative. We are the authors here. Imagine two people, okay? They both get some tough feedback on a project they worked hard on. Person A immediately thinks, I'm such a failure, I knew it. They feel completely crushed, ashamed. They want to just give up, hide away from everyone. The feedback feels like a verdict, a judgment on their worth. Now person B gets that same feedback. Their first thought is different. Okay, this is hard to hear, but there's something I can learn. They feel a bit disappointed, sure, but also a little curious, determined, ready to understand more, and try to do better next time. The event was identical, see? The thoughts made the difference. This shows the incredible power, the power of our interpretations. It's not just what happens to us, it's what we believe about it. That shapes our feelings, our actions. A friend doesn't text back. Is it they're mad at me? Or they must be busy? One brings anxiety, one brings peace. We choose the lens. This idea isn't brand new. It's not some modern fad. Wise folks, philosophers knew this centuries and centuries ago. The Stoics like Epictetus, or the great Marcus Aurelius, they talk so much about this, about our inner world, our minds, and how to find peace within. Their wisdom still echoes. They taught a powerful lesson. It's not external events that truly disturb us or cause pain. It is our judgments about them, the beliefs we hold, the stories we spin inside. That's where our suffering often starts, but also where our power lies. We can't always control events, but we can choose our response. Modern psychology has caught up. It builds on this ancient wisdom. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. It's a practical toolkit. It helps us see our thoughts, to really examine them closely, challenge the ones that hurt, the ones that aren't true or helpful, and learn to reframe them, to choose a better story. And here's some truly hopeful news. Our brains can actually change. It's a concept called neuroplasticity, like forging new trails in a forest. We can create new thought patterns, healthier, more helpful pathways. It takes practice, yes, like building any new muscle, but it is possible. For all of us, our minds can learn and grow. So how do we start this? By thinking about our thinking. It's called metacognition, fancy word, but a simple, powerful idea. It means stepping back a bit, becoming an observer of your mind, watching those thoughts float by without immediately grabbing them. What's your mind telling you now? Just notice, with curiosity. Then when a thought pops up, especially a tough, critical one, pause. Just for a moment, create a little space, breathe, and ask yourself a question, or maybe two simple questions. Is this thought actually true? And is this thought helpful to me? This tiny pause can change everything. It breaks the automatic cycle. Here's a core truth, my friends. You are not your thoughts. They are just thoughts, mental events, like clouds passing in the sky. They come and they can go. You are the sky, the awareness, the one who notices the thoughts. You are the thinker, and you get to choose which thoughts to believe, act on. Our minds can be mistaken. They can play old, unhelpful tunes, but we are not stuck with them. We can learn to guide our thinking, to choose beliefs that lift us, that build courage and connection, that are kinder, more compassionate. This is a journey, not a quick fix, but you have the power to choose. You've absolutely got this.